Good morning. It's Allison, and um, it might be snowing by you. A lot of people expected a snowstorm today, so I hope you're enjoying that. Um, so, I'm Allison. I help people stay accountable to their health and fitness goals and help other people do the same for others. Um, I did not shower yet today, so no wet hair as usual. I will be showering in a bit, but my workout went a little late today because I wanted to do something fun after my usual workout. So I did a program called Size. It's a dance workout, so I just danced it up for a little while after my usual workout. But that means I didn't shower yet, but still here. So good morning. Um, so, what this one is about is finding time. Have you said that, oh, I have no time? I have no time for that. I have no time to add anything else in my day. You've said that before. I'm sure we all have. But you do. I'm going to tell you how to find some of it. This is, how I found it in my own day. So, but it's there in your day unless you've done this before. So finding time, I call these my pockets of time because there's little pockets of time all over the place that you're not using to their full potential that you could get something done in. So if you have a job, you commute to work, what do you do on your commute? Do you sit there and maybe listen to music? If you are not driving yourself, maybe you doze off. Um, how do you feel after that sleep? Does it energize you? Does it contribute to feeling more rested? What if instead you listen to a podcast or read a book, and you can do that whether you're driving, or you can podcast whether you're driving, or um, if you take a train or some other form of transportation where you're not responsible for the wheel. You can use that time instead of just doing something mindless in that time. What about, do you take sometimes a lunch? I know a lot of people work through lunch. It's not the best idea, but maybe instead of working through your entire lunch, or if you do take lunch, you could read a little during your lunch. You could, if something you need to do involves sending messages or writing something, maybe you can take 15 to 20 minutes to do that instead of working your full lunch. That might even help you work better during the day. Maybe you need to, instead of focusing on big things, and this is a big thing about finding pockets, instead of focusing on getting a whole huge thing done, focus on a little piece that you can get done in a pocket of time. So maybe you have some big project that you want done. Maybe you want to make a budget. This was a big goal for me last year. It took forever until I just saddled up and did it. And once I did, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't really hard at all, but just because it was this large looming project, and I had not yet figured out how to break it into smaller pieces so that I could take care of it a little chunk at a time. Because when it's a little chunk, it can fit into your pockets of your day. If you have 5 minutes somewhere, you can do this. You can, take a bite out of that project. Whereas if everything is this huge deal, you're not going to get it done because it's not going to fit into your day. None of us, we are very busy people. Anybody who's listening to this, I'm sure you're not sitting around on the couch watching the Kardashians all night. You have things to do. This is not why you're listening to me. You want to get more things done. You want to find more time in your day because you think you're maxed out. What I'm saying is make things into smaller pieces and fit them in where you can. I might when my husband and family and I go out together, he drives. So I might say, I'm going to take a few minutes and send some messages out because that's something on my list of things to do. It's not something that I need to sit and, you know, open up my laptop, get settled in. I just need to, respond to some messages and answer some questions. It's not like a huge deal, but when I think about, volume of messages, it might be a huge deal. So I'm just going to respond to the first few. And on the way back, maybe I'll respond to a few more. You don't have to do everything in these huge chunks of time. Just find these little places that you can get a little bit done and use them. Because I could be sitting there playing Candy Crush, right? We all could. We have times where we could just sit there and zone out and not do anything. And sometimes that's what you need. I'm not saying never zone out because we all need to, release our, just get a release and a break from the constant to-dos. But if you are trying to get things done and you do not feel that you're, burning out, use the pockets of time you have in your day. So let's see, what other pockets of time have I found? I do try and use a little bit of my lunch break, and I find that it helps me a lot. That's usually when I read my personal development. So I, read for 10 to 20 minutes, and I can do it while I'm eating. So it's not like I might not take my whole lunch break. I'm probably working. I probably have my email up, all honesty, so I can handle anything if it comes in. But I might take 10 to 20 minutes to read a book. And you know what? It energizes me for the rest of my day. Let's see, pockets of time I found. A good one, if you just need to get like a smidgen of time in, a good thing, maybe you want to periscope in your mornings and you just want to, come on for 5 minutes. Say you go drop off your kid at school. On the way back, before you get out of the car, do that periscope. It's going to take a few extra minutes, yes, but it's not going to, attaching it to that piece of your day and just saying it's just going to be 5 minutes is going to help you to get it done, and you'll see that it's probably not making a big impact in the rest of your day. So I want to hear where your pockets are. If you want to tell me these things or ask any questions, come on over to Facebook. I'm Allison Getting Fit page. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you there, or I'll see you here. Have a great day. Bye.